Honor smartphones are always interesting to look at because they are always perceived as the cheaper alternatives of Huawei's flagship. And the same perception remains with the Honor 8 Pro, the latest Honor smartphone to launch in Malaysia. So, let's find out if the Honor 8 Pro is worth its Pro moniker. I'm Warren with KLGadgetTV, and this is the full review of the Honor 8 Pro. Last year's Honor 8 was a beautiful device with a lot of potential. The glass back shows various patterns when exposed to light, while it has powerful hardware right under the hood. And most interestingly, its camera performance is somehow on par with the Huawei P9's dual Leica cameras. The Honor 8 Pro is a much larger device with a 5.7-inch display. The glass back is now replaced with a solid full metal body while maintaining the same rounded corners. Aesthetically, it feels very much like an Honor 8 with a wider body. Even though I'm glad that I no longer have to wipe fingerprints off the chassis all the time, the Honor 8 Pro is still a rather slippery device. Not to forget to mention that it actually feels pretty heavy on hand like an iPhone 7 Plus. The Smart Key button that was once built into the Honor 8's fingerprint scanner is missing on the Pro, which is disappointing because this is something that made the Honor flagships different from the rest. But thankfully, the fingerprint scanner is still one of the best that I've used. Otherwise, the Honor 8 Pro is a real step up from its predecessor when it comes to specs, matching the Huawei P10 Plus in most departments. If you have experienced Huawei's recent devices, the Honor 8 Pro isn't going to be too different when it comes to software. It runs EMUI 5.1 based on Android 7.0, which features a machine learning algorithm that optimizes performance based on user behavior. The Honor 8 Pro offers the exact same zippy user experience that you will find on the Huawei P10 Plus. There's no lag switching between apps, gaming graphics is smooth, all thanks to the capable Kirin 960 processor and 6GB of RAM. Even though the Honor 8 Pro does tend to get really warm when doing resource-heavy tasks, I have not experienced performance throttling issues. Just refrain from playing games or using the phone for long durations outdoors. The loudspeaker is also an improvement. Though there isn't a dual speaker setup like the P10 Plus, it sounds better than the Honor 8 with lesser distortion at high volume. Huawei has obviously learned from last year by not differentiating the camera hardware between the Honor 8 and P9. And this round, the Honor 8 Pro maintains a dual camera setup with both color and monochrome sensors, shooting 12 megapixel stills, with a maximum f2.2 aperture and lack of optical stabilization hardware, a step down from the Huawei P10 Plus's Leica optics. Despite of that, the Honor 8 Pro's cameras still take very decent photo for its class. If compared to the P10 Plus, it certainly lacks sharpness and a less impressive dynamic range, which justifies the cost of ownership between these two devices. Overall, you will find the dual camera's performance to be the same as its predecessor. The Honor 8 Pro now shoots 4K videos at 30 frames per second and now offers a monochrome mode in its software, which isn't available on the Honor 8. Photographers will be glad that the phone's manual camera controls are the same as the P10. The front camera is the same 8-megapixel f2.0 sensor from the Honor 8, which I have no complaints about it taking pretty selfies. The Honor 8 Pro has an acceptable battery life. With moderate use, it could hold up a charge till the next day, but most of the time I'll need to charge it before going to bed. However, what's disappointing here is that the Honor 8 Pro doesn't feature Huawei's supercharged quick charging tab, but instead it offered a standard 9V 2A quick charge solution. And the even sadder part is that it only works with the provided power brick, not unless you purchase a power bank directly from Huawei if you want to juice up quickly. Just like most Huawei devices, the Honor 8 Pro delivered a solid networking performance, be it on 4G or Wi-Fi. If you currently own an Honor 8, the Honor 8 Pro is a recommended upgrade if you are particular about smartphone performance. The Honor 8 Pro is an extremely capable smartphone in its class, and there's really no need to go for the Honor 9 or Huawei P10 Plus unless you are really particular about camera performance. The Honor 8 Pro retails at 1999 ringgit. Not the friendliest price to pay when compared to older Honor flagships, but considering it has the same performance internals as the flagship Huawei P10 Plus, I would say it is totally worth your consideration. Otherwise, check out the older Honor 8, which should perform just as decent in today's standards, as the phone should have gotten a huge price cut right now.